About 2 million years ago, on the African savanna, a group of skinny, weak creatures were hiding in the bushes. They had no sharp fangs, no great strength, and no thick fur to protect against the cold. They were our ancestors. The man stood up in other relatives. Imagine, we were just an insignificant, unimportant animal living on the edge of the animal kingdom in constant fear of predators. Millions of years passed, our position did not change. So what happened? How did humans make such a spectacular leap in just a short moment of history, from a weak prey to becoming the ruler of the earth? The answer lies not in muscle or claws. Our real weapons are not stone tools, but something intangible: imagination.
For nearly 2 million years, the human family, or genus, Homo, are just normal animals, insignificant on the ecological map. We cannot be compared to other apex predators such as lions, sharks, or eagles. We do not hunt large animals, but survive by gathering roots, insects, and sometimes eating carrion. We are weak, always looking for ways to escape. The rise of mankind began with two factors. The first was big and expensive brain. Our brains make up 2 to 3% of our body weight, but consume up to 25% of our energy at rest. To nourish this brain, our bodies pay the price by shrinking our muscles, becoming weaker than a chimpanzee's. Furthermore, walking upright and having narrow hips makes childbirth extremely dangerous. This forces humans to give birth to young with small, soft heads and brains, which requires a long process of nurturing and education. However, this brain has opened up a revolution.
The cognitive revolution, about 70,000 years ago, it changed the way we interacted with the world. We began using fire to cook food, making it easier to digest and freeing up energy for our brains. We also began creating more sophisticated tools, like spears and bows and arrows. But all those advantages didn't really get us to the top of the food chain for millions of years. There was still cooperation, but not the instinctive cooperation of lions or wolves. Humans needed something higher, something that could only come from the imagination. In the wild, a group of chimpanzees can only cooperate with about 50 individuals, because their cooperation is based on personal knowledge and face-to-face relationships. They cannot attack a giant elephant together because they cannot trust in a complex plan or a common story. But humans are different. We can create stories, shared beliefs. These stories may be about a mythical animal spirit that both tribes believe in, or about gods who gave us hunting weapons. It is these imaginary stories that become the basis for large-scale cooperation between complete strangers.
About 45,000 years ago, when Homo sapiens was slowly spreading through Australia, we caused a mass extinction of the megafauna. This shows that we had become a destructive force of unprecedented proportions. Our ability to hunt in large groups with sophisticated tactics allowed us to take down giants like mammoths and Australian elephants. While Neanderthals hunted alone or in small groups, Homo sapiens were able to coordinate dozens of people, even entire tribes, to act together. The difference was not just in hunting ability. Our ability to cooperate based on imaginary stories helped us create extensive trade networks. A tribe in the mountains might trade flint for shells with a tribe on the coast. This exchange was not just material, but also informational. This dense and extensive knowledge network gave us an overwhelming advantage over Neanderthals and other early humans.
Our rise was so swift, in the blink of an eye, that ecosystems didn't have time to adjust. Other animals at the top of the food chain, like lions and sharks, had evolved to reach that position slowly, over millions of years. This allowed their prey to evolve to run faster or cooperate better to cope. But humans climbed to the top so quickly that other species couldn't adapt, leading to mass extinction. In the end, we won. We not only defeated lions and elephants, but also other human species like Neanderthal and Homo floresiensis to become the only human species left. We did not win by brute force, but by the power of intelligence and cooperation. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper in discovering this secret weapon. We'll find out